Now, hundreds of supporters of Brazil's far-right ex-president Jair Bolsonaro stormed into Congress, Presidential Palace and the Supreme Court. The Brazilian President, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, has condemned the actions, terming it as a fascist attack. The protesters disputed the result of the 30th of October election, in which leftist Lula da Silva beat Bolsonaro.
Na Federal, multidão correndo.
This comes after the former accused the current president of potential election fraud.
E nós, inclusive, vamos descobrir quem são os financiadores desses vândalos que foram a Brasília. Nós vamos descobrir os financiadores e todos eles pagarão com a força da lei esse gesto de irresponsabilidade, esse gesto antidemocrático e esse gesto de vândalos e de fascistas.
Meanwhile, police struggled to contain the mob in Brasilia. Tear gas was used to disperse the supporters. And busloads of people were detained by police at the site. Local media reports say that over 400 people have been detained as of now. Brazilian Supreme Court, for its part, has ordered the military to dismantle all Bolsonaro supporters' camps across the country within 24 hours. It has also ordered the police to arrest any protesters still on the streets. Soon after the crowd was cleared, President Lula da Silva visited the site. He was visiting the flood-hit southeastern state of Sao Paulo when the attacks occurred, but had to fly back to Brasilia to oversee the response to the siege. On the other hand, Bolsonaro took to Twitter to reject the claims related to the invasion by his successor. He wrote that peaceful demonstrations were a part of democracy, but any invasion of public buildings is crossing the line. A massive operation is still underway by the Brazilian security forces to evacuate the demonstrators from the palace. Riot police were on horseback and shot water cannon and fired tear gas bombs from the helicopters to fight them back. Following the incident, Brazilian government has announced adopting more measures to ensure the security of the capital. Meanwhile, the anti-government mob attack was condemned by world leaders, including US President Joe Biden, who called it outrageous. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also took to Twitter to express concern about the situation. The leaders have extended support to President Lula da Silva and Brazilian authorities. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.